Hello from Santa Cruz, going out to you wherever you are, anywhere in the world. We are Go Ahead and Tell Me. And today we are very excited about our guest. And Denise Lane will bring her in. And I'm Susan Douglas.
Yes, our guest today is a true force of creative and spiritual energy, a singer, composer, and visionary teacher who helps women reconnect to their voices and their inner light with her women's circles, retreats, and teacher trainings. As the founder and director of Yala Lati, she leads a choir that celebrates community, empowerment, and song as a path to the heart. Known for her beautiful voice, her depth of compassion, and her joyful strength, both musical and physical, she embodies harmony in every sense of the word. Welcome, Heather Houston.
Oh, thank you, Denise.
And we're delighted to have you.
Yes,
thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
So you've built such a beautiful connection between voice, spirit, and community. How did that path begin for you?
Well, do I go back to my childhood or?
Yes.
Wherever you'd like to start.
Yeah.
Well, I was raised in a musical family and studied music in school and did all the choirs and all the things. And I was really involved with singing jazz in the community, which I love. I love singing jazz. And a lot of jazz musicians are men. And that was wonderful. And then at one point I went and listened to an ensemble called Kitka, a women's vocal ensemble in the East Bay who sings Balkan music. And something awoke in me. I just started crying and was like, oh my God, I need to sing with women. And I didn't know why.
That's interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
And I called, I just kept putting it on the altar. I mean, spirituality is just a part of my nature. It's part of who I am. And so I just kept putting it on the altar. Women, singing, spirituality, upliftment, and these women, Samantha and Tamar, came into my life. And we sang in a trio for many years. And over time, we became known in the community. And I was teaching private voice lessons, and a friend said, hey, why don't you try leading a women's song circle since you're so known with this women's a cappella group? And so I offered it to the community and just filled it on the first night, and that was 22 years ago.
That's telling. Yeah, that's a sign.
So I've been doing this work, I've been deeply committed to this work ever since, because singing with women really helped me to connect to my authentic heart and my authentic voice in a way that I had not been able to access before that. And I wanted to offer that to other women, because we still are such a marginalized part of the culture on the planet. We feel, as women, we feel safer when we're just together as women.
Yes.
Yeah.
To open our hearts and open our voices. So it really has become this place where women can come to feel empowered in their lives.
Wonderful.
Yeah. What is something you wish every woman knew about her own voice?
I wish every woman knew that her voice is unique and special and necessary. And that she has the power to express it. And that sometimes she just needs a little support around that, right? She needs a container or a holding. So I would say, if there's anyone listening who feels stuck in speaking your truth or in singing, to find a safe container of a women's circle, whether it be singing or baking bread or praying, whatever it might be, where you feel safe to express your voice.
It seems like women are we're finally recovering our voices after decades from the Crusaders killing all the women off who had voices and were healers and so forth. I mean, over 1 million women in Europe were killed by these men of God in the Crusades.
That's right.
And we're finally getting our voices back, and it seems like some of these guys are trying to tamp it back down again.
That's right. This is true.
Yeah.
Not mentioning anybody in particular.
That's right. Which is why it's so important to have community.
Yes.
Right? Because we don't want to be out there all alone, revealing ourselves and our voices without the supportive community and the feeling of our sisters being with us. And I think that too is the gift that we bring as women. We are by nature really communal beings. And so that is also our gift. Like, we do this together.
Yes.
We're not like one woman standing alone, like ruling the world. It's
Yes. Yes. It seems so natural, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It seems so natural to us to have community, family.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
So
really
tell me,
beautiful.
you have retreats, right?
I do.
Yeah. So
Yes.
tell us a little about the retreats and how that all started.
Yes. So, gosh, way back, I mean, this must have been 15 years ago, I went to a retreat with Rhiannon. Do you know who Rhiannon is? She sings with Bobby McFerrin. She's one of the vocal improvisers, like an incredible woman. And I went to her retreat up at my friend Celine Vega's home, and she has this beautiful dance studio. And I was up there at this retreat, and I was like, oh, I want to lead a retreat.
Yeah.
And I had already started my women's weekly song circles. And so I asked Celine, I said, hey, can I lead a retreat here? And so then I started leading biannual retreats. And it was like 20 to 30 women each time. It was really sweet and nourishing, a day-long retreat. And then in and then I had the vision of leading a really big retreat, like 100 women, but I wasn't ready yet. It was like I had to become more true to myself to be ready to lead a group that big. And we had a retreat planned for before the pandemic, and the pandemic happened. We had to postpone the retreat, and it was at one retreat center. The retreat center closed. All these women held on to their tickets.
Wow.
From this was 2020. I'm sorry, not 2018. 2020. And then in 2022, it was in 2021, I found Green Mountain Retreat Center because I was like, we need a place to put all these women.
Right.
Now that this other retreat center closed, and it couldn't have been more perfect. It is like the acoustics are amazing. There's a swimming pool. There's redwoods,
Yeah, I took your last retreat at Green Mountain, and it was awesome. I mean, they have fabulous food.
Right. Oh.
It's a gorgeous setting.
Yes.
And like you said, the room is perfect.
Yes.
And they have enough accommodations for everyone.
That's right.
Yeah, it was just wonderful.
And next year we get to have camping as well. So for those that need a lower price point, you can come camp on the land, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So how much of the time is spent singing?
A lot of it.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. We sing for a good portion of the day, but I'm very careful to weave in quiet time, quiet reflective time, and free time. Because we're making sound so much, we also need that contrast of the silence and to assimilate all the sound and all the activity. So on Saturday, we do Thursday through Sunday, and on Saturday afternoon, I have a required hour of silence. And, the first year, the women were a little resistant. And then afterwards, I had a few of them say to me, thank you for saving us from ourselves. Like just that gift of silence.
I think it's a really lovely balance. Really lovely balance that you have, because I've been to a lot of retreats, and usually they just pound it through the whole retreat. And so it's a really lovely balance. You feel like you want to go sing.
Right.
Yeah. And how would you describe the type of music that you sing? Because you're quite unusual. Usually people are studying music and practicing arias, and and those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yours is a very different type. It's like authentic. It comes from there's a healing quality to it, and anyone can do your type of singing.
That's right.
So how would you describe it?
Well, I would describe it as songs that are accessible from anyone to sing, really. I bring different parts to the song. So often, like, there'll be a layer song where there are 3 or 4 different parts, and each part will come from a different part of the voice as well. Like, if you have a deeper voice, I'll have like a low, deep part that you can sing,
That's me.
yeah, right. Or like a kind of a mid range. And, but then I have my, the sopranos who want to sing way up in the heavens up here. And they're short, repetitive mantras in English, almost, I would say, that are oftentimes affirmations about life, about love, about finding our true authentic selves, about connecting with each other, about embodying nature, the elementals. And because it's short and repetitive, and then the parts stack together, you create these beautiful harmonies, and it happens so quickly. It all comes together so quickly.
Yeah. And if you would like to sing anything, we're totally open, because your singing kind of speaks for itself.
Oh,
and you have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Well, I'll sing a little bit of one that, because I was just speaking of a layer song, right? This is one someone asked me about the other day. This one came through after the Parkland school shooting happened, and I was just devastated. And then I saw these kids standing up for their rights and their lives, and I was like, wow, because I had been really weepy, and I was like, oh, okay, like I feel you. I can match that energy. And so this started coming through. Oh, take my hand now, yes, you belong, and lift your voice now, we'll sing this song, and we will root down into the ground. Now we're rising strong, yeah, we're rising strong. And then it repeats, oh, take my hand, right? So it's just that short little bit.
That's great.
And then we have the strong, we are strong, rising strong, strong, a little bit higher, right, and strong. And then the high part, and we are warriors of the light, and we are stronger when we unite. We are here to awaken the love. We are rising strong. Yeah, we're rising strong. And then for the super high, warriors of the light, right? So everyone has a part.
Yeah, wonderful.
Oh, it's so,
my gosh,
so
that was
great.
so powerful.
Yeah, it just touches my heart. You just sang that and it just touched me. I want to cry.
Yeah. I mean,
beautiful.
how many do you have in your choir?
33.
33. Yeah, that's an impact.
It is. It's an impact. And then in my circle, I have a circle that's more a group of beginners, intermediate, and I have 86 in that circle right now on my Wednesdays.
Wow.
So what does the circle just do then? Is it just get together and sing?
Yes. So I'm just so there's no performance attached to it. So it's just coming together for the joy of singing.
Oh, how fun!
And that's on Wednesday nights at 7.
Yes.
We're at the yoga center. No, which one is it? Yoga Center Santa Cruz. Yes, on Seabright.
Okay.
Where Old Hearts Fabric.
Yes.
So so that's that group, and then my choir is an extension of that. So the women in my choir, because I've been doing this for 20 years, the women in my choir needed more.
Yes.
They needed more challenging repertoire, and they needed somewhere for their voices to go that was going to have an impact on the community. And I needed that too, as a director, because I am classically trained and I am schooled in music. So there's that part of me too.
Yes, you always sing on key, which I really appreciate. Yeah. And your choirs are on key.
I know, my choir is amazing.
They are. I mean, I've heard choirs that are not on key, but yours is always on key. It's beautiful.
I know the way they blend, the way they listen, tune, sing it. I know. They astound me.
Yeah. It's such a gorgeous experience.
Thank you.
Yeah, to listen to them. Yeah.
And how has your voice changed through the years? Has it changed at all?
Oh, that's a great question. How has it changed? I think that my voice has become more and more embodied. Especially as a director, because they're following not only my voice and and my hands, right, as I'm conducting, but my whole body.
Yeah.
I'm one of those conductors. You know, when you go see me direct, I'm like, I'm dancing up there. I'm moving, you know, I'm getting everyone like moving their bodies too. And I think that, and also embodying the words.
Right.
You know, I think I'm someone that's always embodied the words because I learned that from my mom at a very early age. But over the years, I feel like my connection to the words and to the melodies, the harmonies just gets deeper and deeper. And I have more of an ability to express that and communicate that and touch people's hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And for people who feel they can't sing, what would you encourage them to do to try and get them on the next step?
That's a great question. Actually, one of the women in my choir was asking me that last night because she has some friends that are wanting to start singing, but they're scared even to come to my circle.
Right, yeah.
And so I have this course called The Art of Mindful Singing, and it's an online course. And everyone's in their own in your space, in the comfort of your own home. Everyone's on mute. So I can't hear you. The other participants can't hear you. So basically you're doing a duet with me as the teacher and following my voice and emulating, and I am coaching. And so I've taught over 10,000 private voice lessons over the years. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So that's part of my background too. I love vocal coaching. I really love teaching people about the voice. And so to have a whole classroom, you know, I have a very large screen computer. So all my participants are pretty big on the screen, and I can see their faces and how they're holding the shape of their mouths. And so I get cues from them on how to coach them. And so it's a 90-minute class that happens every week on Thursdays for 9 weeks. And I start that one in January or February, usually
So
every year.
how many would you typically have in the class? Is this like a Zoom? Or?
Yeah, it's on Zoom. Anywhere between 60 and 150. I mean, it's, you know, in pandemic times, I had around 150 in that course. Now now I'm teaching one called Singing as Sanctuary, which is like the more advanced, the follow-up course to The Art of Mindful Singing. And I have about 60 in that one. So, you know, it kind of varies from session to session.
Whoa. That's great.
It's so fun.
Yeah, you're busy.
I am. And I love it. You know, in all honesty, I just love everything I do. And that's
the best.
Why I do it.
That's the best. Yeah. Well, you know, public speaking is the number one fear of people. They're more afraid of that than they are of death.
That's right.
And
Really?
Yes.
and then to stand up and sing, I think that's even another step. More intense.
You would think, I think that's how it is for most people. That's not how it was for me. I was like, give me some lyrics to sing and a character to be, and I can do it. And I'll just go out there and sing. Do not make me talk to the crowd. That's how I used to be. Until I started singing with my trio. Because with those two women, we would meet before we sang for probably an hour and just check in and speak from our hearts. And I learned how to express my authentic voice. And then I learned that it was safe to do that in front of an audience. Yeah. And so now I can speak my truth and my authentic voice in front of you, in front of an audience, and not feel like I need to have a script and it needs to be all well thought out and planned. Like I can trust my intuitive self. I can trust my voice and my heart.
Yes, that's wonderful. Because, you know, in this day and age, everything's so about how we look and our appearance, and it's the superficial stuff, and what appears to be missing is the deeper connections which you are naturally, and you've been working on it for all these years, connected to. What would you suggest, or what would you say to so many who are struggling just to be vulnerable, to open up to vulnerability? I know women that have been in the corporate world for years. I was one of these women. And and they don't know how to be vulnerable. They want to connect in an authentic, real way, but they don't know how to do it. It's too scary to be vulnerable. Do you have a suggestion?
Yeah, well, I think, voice is one avenue, at the retreat or in my circles, there'll be women who I can tell have not opened to that kind of vulnerability. And they'll kind of, hold back for the first few weeks, and over time they start to allow themselves to connect more with other women, and allow themselves to feel and open. So I think what I would say is find a space and a place where you feel safe to begin to open. Right. And I think it's powerful to be with a community of women.
Yeah.
It
right?
is. It is, definitely.
I know for me, even as a facilitator, I feel safer to be my authentic self when I'm in a room full of women than in mixed genders. Yeah.
Can you recall a moment when the power of singing, maybe in your retreats, kind of changed the room?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's so many.
So many.
I was at a retreat. It happened here constantly. Yeah.
Maybe you want to speak to that.
No, you go ahead. You were up there conducting it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, some of the ones, like when they do the accepting of themselves. I don't know if you want to sing part of that, but it's so beautiful when a woman sings a song about accepting herself, and they just become tearful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because most of
That's
us are
right.
so self-judgmental and so critical.
Yes, absolutely. Our
Yeah.
worst critics sometimes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So like at the retreat this year, so the way that I create my retreats, I'm very intentional about this. I have women connecting to themselves first, and then as the day goes on and the next day they're connecting with each other more, and then by the end of the retreat we're singing for the collective healing, right? But so I'll have them sing something like, so when they're first coming together, you, I start with you. You belong here in this place. You belong here in this place. And I have them sing it to themselves.
Right.
And then I have them start singing it to each other. Right. I have one song that we did at the retreat this year. Sorry, my voice is not warmed up yet. I forgive myself for all the things I did not do that caused me pain. I forgive myself for all the times I did not stay true and was not aligned with my highest self and my greatest good. I'm letting go to get free.
That's nice to sing that.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
It's very cathartic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so women begin to, emote. I remember at the retreat last year, women just crying. So, a moment like that, when women are really connected to the words they're singing, the room transforms. And then when we're singing lyrics, like by the end, one of my songs, we are standing on the edge of a more beautiful world that our hearts know is possible. Right, and I have them doing it in harmonies. I teach them all these gorgeous harmony parts, and I have a setting intention, like, what do you see? What do you know is possible? And we're popcorning that into the center, and then we sing it again, and then we put popcorn more into the center, and we sing it again, and we just keep opening up the space, and then I start soloing over the top, and and Debbie is like walking around. Debbie Narji Brown, who is one of my beloved song leaders, she's crying, oh my gosh, and everybody's just like, we're just sending it out to the world, and
Yeah, it's beautiful.
singing it transforms, especially in community.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It'd
so
be very
powerful.
interesting to record that as a movie, actually.
Right.
Wouldn't it?
It would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should maybe think about
Documentary.
that. Yeah.
About
You should think about that.
community singing with women.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, with you write the songs, right?
Well, not all of them.
Not all, but some.
Most of the songs that I do in my circles are mine, but I do weave in songs by other artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at our concert, like our upcoming concert, I would say probably a quarter of the songs are my original songs, and the rest are by female composers.
Ah,
Yeah.
right. Okay. So Do the songs come to you in meditation or dreams, or is it just sit down, I'm going to write a song?
All different ways.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Like, Rising Strong came through in a moment where I was like, yeah, I'm going to meet that energy. And I just started singing, Tending the Spark, which is one of my most beloved and most sung. And we will care for each other as the world around us unravels. We will tend to the spark of hope. This was my response to the climate crisis that we're in.
Oh, yeah.
And it happened, it came through when the Chico fires were happening, the Palisades fires.
Oh, yeah.
And I was feeling so vulnerable to climate change, as we all were. And I just laid down on my bed crying, and I just asked for a song to come through because I was just feeling so deeply. And I was also feeling the hope of my community, because I just listened to a talk by Joanna Macy to uplift my spirits a little bit. And so there was this weaving of grief and hope. And I just asked, and this song just came through. I literally just grabbed my phone and sang it.
Right.
And I was like, does this song exist already? Like,
how do I know this song?
And so, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I get an idea of a song in a dream or on a hike or on a walk.
Yeah.
And then I need to craft it a little bit, or then another part of it will come through a few days later or weeks later. And I'm like, oh, those two parts go together. Cool.
Yeah.
So it really is quite extraordinary how these songs are so different.
Yeah.
Also in the way that they kind of tap on my shoulder. Like, okay. Or sometimes they tap on my shoulder. Sometimes I'm like, I need a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But I think mainly, I think the big piece about it is just having the channel open. Once you open that creative channel to receive information or songs from the creative muses, it's open. And sometimes I have to close it. Sometimes I have to be like, no more songs. I need a little break. Thank you.
Enough already.
Yeah. So how does one go about opening that creative channel?
Great question. Well, in my Singing is Sanctuary class, which I also teach online, I get the women nice and warmed up with their voices and, singing and praying. A lot of my songs are prayer songs. And so I'm talking about the different qualities of prayer. Is it an ask? Is it a gratitude? Is it receptive? Is it a longing? All these different ways that we can be in communion with the divine energies. And so then I'll get them nice and warmed up, and I'll give them a prompt. And I'll say, okay, you can journal, or you can just start singing, and just choose one word. Choose two words. Okay, now maybe a phrase, and I just help them kind of build. And so they're starting to open their creative channel, like within a container where someone is coaching them a little bit. It's like a writing class, right? So I'm kind of coaching them on how to open to their voice. And I had one of my students yesterday who's been with me for, 5 years. She said, Heather, I received my first song.
Whoa, how exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She's been taking my classes.
She downloaded it.
She's like, I received my first original song, and I'm so excited. And she's going to share it in the class this coming Thursday. That's in 2 days. And I just, and so many of my students are starting to write. But I think also it's by being inspired. You see your other song leading friends or women in your choir or women in your community of singers beginning to have the courage to allow messages to come through that are needed. And that's what I tell them too. Like, we have messages that are coming through from divine energies if we have the courage to open and listen. And then how do we channel it? Some people channel it in visual art, some channel it in writing, and some channel it in song.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably also just starting and
Starting.
practicing.
Yes.
And opening and practicing and
Yeah, it's practicing. Thank you. I'm like, how do we boil that down? It's practice. Have your tools ready. Yeah, when the muses knock on your door, you'll be like, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's everything, right? But now you've created an album, right?
I've created many albums.
Yes. You have a new album. Right?
I do.
Yes.
It's called Shadows and Light.
Yes.
Yes.
Now tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so a lot of those songs came through during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And they're playing with, that shadowy time that we were in, right? And the stillness and the silence and honoring all of it, because I think that we can have a tendency to push the darker parts of ourselves away rather than asking them to come up and be witnessed. Like there's this one song I have on there, my body is a sacred vessel that cycles with the stars and the moon. It's just a devotional chant to my body temple that I had not been caring for in the ways that I now know are possible. There was some neglect happening there. And so this is my reclaiming of my devotion to this temple that I live in.
That's so important because like we were talking about earlier, women tend to take care of their outer
That's right.
body, but the inner is really
it's so important. And we
neglected.
take care of other people.
Yes.
Before we take care of ourselves. And we're taught to push in this culture. And that's not the feminine way, the fluid, water flowing kind of way. So yeah, that album too, it just, there were so many quiet moments during the pandemic. One of the songs that came through is bathed in moonlight, soft breeze, quiet night.
I like that.
Right?
I love that.
And then
that's gorgeous. Yeah.
Don. And it's just, it captures the stillness. And so many of the songs on that album they captured something during the pandemic that is not accessible now and wasn't accessible before, if that makes sense.
That's interesting that you say that. Yeah.
Well, we were all incubated, weren't we? So
we were.
Yeah. It just brought a whole different presence to the planet.
That's right. It really did.
I mean, I was in London at the time, and I remember all the planes stopped.
That's right.
All of a sudden, you could start hearing the birds.
That's right.
And the pollution, because there's hardly any cars on the road.
Yes.
You could start smelling the flowers.
Yes.
And it was just a whole different environment for us for that period.
Yeah.
So something came through.
Yes.
Because of that, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for a lot of people, a lot of people started showing up online and catching each other, right? Like I did. I showed up online. And one of the songs, Lantern, is about that. It's about I see your lantern shining bright, lighting up the sky, reminding me to shine my light into the darkness of these times. And so it was just this thank you to the other song leaders, the other people who were stepping forward and being like, okay, I'm here to catch you. Let's sing together. Yeah. Right? We just kept inspiring each other to catch each other in a really hard moment.
Right, I know.
Yeah. Opportunity in a time of crisis.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the songs that you compose, are they some meant for albums, some meant just for singing with the choirs? Or how do you separate them? How do you choose them?
All of my songs are meant to be sung together.
Right.
Yeah, because I am such a harmony junkie. I love to sing with my jazz band. I sing with Steve Abrams. He's one of my favorite people. He's an incredible piano player, and I love singing solo with that crew. I don't want to belittle that at all. And the songs that I write are written to be sung with other voices. It's just how they come through. I don't have songs come through for my solo voice. It just doesn't happen. Very rarely. I have 2 songs actually that are for my own solo voice that I never sing. Because I prefer to sing with other people.
Right.
That really
Well,
is my
yeah.
calling.
As we said,
Yeah.
community is,
Yeah.
very, very upholding.
Yeah, it is. So when my songs come through, I sing all the layers, all the parts. Well, on the Shadows and Light album, it's my voice, singing all the layers and all the harmony parts. But on the Sisters of the Moon album, the album before that, it's my choir. So my producer Todd came to Santa Cruz and got all the recording equipment set up and recorded my choir live. So that Sisters of the Moon album is like, just stunning. It's the best recording of a choir I've ever heard, and I've listened to hundreds,
Sure, yeah.
But Todd Boston, he really knew how to do it and how to capture not only the voices of my choir, but the heart of my choir.
So did he find you, or did you find him?
I found him. So we have a mutual teacher, Sylvia Nakash, and we met at one of her retreats. He's a guitar player and multi-instrumentalist, really. And and so we got to talking at one of the retreats, and here we are. Yeah.
Fabulous.
So he's produced 3 of my albums now.
Excellent.
Yeah, so how many albums have you created?
I've done 3 with Todd. I did 2, one with my a cappella quartet, Sirens, and one with my a cappella trio, Dis-moi. And those were with, one we did in Bali with a guy named Rob. We flew to Bali to record an album, which was so fun. And then the Dis-moi album was like in my mid-20s, and that was here in town with Justin. And I'm working on an album currently with my friend Will of like more of my like springtime uplifting songs that are also meant to be sung with others.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So how many is that? Oh, and then there's a kids album I'm on.
Like
let's see,
7,
1, 2,
8,
3,
something like that.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I'm working on number 8, I think.
Right.
I just love it. It's like it's a passion project for me, and it's as an independent artist, I don't make money really, putting albums out there in the world, but they bless people and they touch people, and people sing my music and find their way to my events and my courses and things.
And your retreats are full.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome.
Yes.
And your women's circles. Yeah, it's beautiful. And you've
Yes.
trained other women to do the women's circles. I was
That's
actually
right.
thinking about doing your teacher training at some
yay!
point. Yeah,
We have one coming up.
I think it'd be really fun. And you do the teacher training also after your
after
retreat.
the retreat, yes. So I have an
Yeah.
online version, and then I have the in-person version after the retreat. So, which is so beautiful. Like, people are like, really, you want to stay for 3 extra days after leading a 100-person retreat for 4 days?
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. How do you?
Stamina.
How do you replenish yourself?
I will get to that question in a moment. It's actually it's very important.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's like this gentle come down from the big opening of the retreat. It's nurturing. It's slow. It's deep. All the women are supporting each other. I'm coaching, but I'm so in my dharma when I'm being a coach on how to lead song circles. I think like out of anything I do, which is hilarious, I do so many things, but when I'm really training women on how to lead, I feel really in my dharma. And so, especially live when we do it after the retreat.
Yeah, I love the live.
Yeah, it's so fun. And then I also have an online course of teaching other women how to lead circles. So we have Sisters in Harmony. That's my brand name, right? Sisters in Harmony. We have Sisters in Harmony circles all over the world now.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've trained over 200 women, and we have a website. You can go to our Sisters in Harmony website, .net, I think, and you can see where we have circles all over the world. Yeah.
What countries can you?
Australia, all over Europe, Mexico, Canada. Mostly the continental United States. But
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So I want to go back to your question.
Yeah. How do you replenish?
How do I replenish? I've learned that sleep is everything.
Oh, yeah.
That took me years to figure out, let me tell you. I spend a lot of time by myself, like in nature. I love to just go for slow walks in nature and just really fill myself up with the sounds of nature. Like, I don't listen to a podcast or to music when I go into nature. I love to hear the sounds of the birds, and that really fills me up. I'm also very committed to my yoga practice, my meditation practice, my strength training. I also like do the hardcore strength training.
Oh, right.
Like
Yeah, that's
lifting
awesome.
heavy things.
I just took that up too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? Yeah, look at you.
We're comparing muscles here.
Exactly.
It's the best.
It is.
But I find the more that I pay attention to my physical body in that way, the more energy I have.
Yep,
It truly is amazing.
it is.
Yeah. Hydrating, eating well, not eating sugar, not drinking alcohol, like all the things. Like, I've gotten more and more conscious about it over the years because as I get older, my body needs more support. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so say all of us.
Yeah. But I think mostly it just really is around the self-care and the self-love and the tending to what I might need from moment to moment too. If I need to grieve, if I need to cry, if I need to rage, if I need to express myself in joy, I think we can, if we bottle up our emotions, they get stuck, and that brings down the vibration of our energy. So I'm someone who is not afraid to cry, not afraid to rage and scream, not afraid to be in my full expression of joy. And I think
that's
that really
beautiful.
helps too.
It's healthy.
It's very
Yeah, it's a
unusual.
healthy
It's how we
practice.
it's how we should all be.
Yeah.
But we're trained to hold
That's right.
back.
We really
We're
are.
trained to not show certain emotions.
That's right.
Anger is okay, especially for men.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like our real feelings, what's underneath
Yes,
anger,
yes.
fear,
Yes. The sadness,
yeah,
the grief.
sadness, yeah.
And I want to say too, like being able to reach out to other women, when something is moving through, like to have that like strong pod of sisters.
Yeah.
That's another thing that helps me stay as resilient as I am is my friends.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
So if people look at your website, can they find all the work?
Yes. If you
There.
go to heatherhoustonmusic.com,
Yeah.
you'll find everything there, especially if you go to my events page. I mean, truth be told, I do not always keep up with updating my website. So go
Well,
to
you
my
have so many
I have
events.
so many things happening. So go to my events. When you go to the website, go to the place that says events, and that'll take you to Eventbrite, and you'll see my upcoming events.
Ah, right.
Oh, okay.
But the best thing to do is to join my newsletter, because then you get my announcements about everything. Yeah.
And how do we join your newsletter?
So you go to heatherhoustonmusic.com and you'll see a little opt-in bar on any page. But if you go to the contact page, you'll see it right up front and center. And you just enter your email address, and then you're connected, and you'll know about everything, including our upcoming concert. Can I talk about that?
Yes,
Oh,
you
yes,
can.
please. That's going to be fabulous.
Yeah. So I've been directing my choir for 20 years.
Yeah.
And we're Yalalati Women's Choir. And I rented the Rio Theater because, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
We're going to have a big celebration. We've already almost sold out half the house, if you can believe it. It's a 650 person venue. So we've almost sold 300 tickets. Saturday, November 22nd at 7 p.m. at the Rio Theater. And my choir will be there in their full glory. And we'll have a Shekinah tribal belly dance. We'll be dancing. We'll have percussionists. And of course, I will get the audience singing as well in moments. This will be a community event. So come out and just be filled up, be blessed.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, we'll get the word out on that one.
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll bring my
Yeah.
husband. Actually, my husband loves your choir.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. Oh, yeah. Bring him.
He just
Yeah.
loves it.
Oh,
so
sweet.
this is for everyone. This is for women and
Yeah,
men.
yeah. Everyone is welcome. Yeah. All genders.
Yeah.
All ages.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's just fun and joyful.
Now, you're originally from Santa Cruz, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think that's had any impact on your life? I mean, as opposed to being, I don't
From
know,
Silicon
somewhere
Valley?
else. Yeah, maybe over the hill. Yeah.
Well, my mom always says proudly, and she tears when she says this. She says, she bloomed where she was planted.
Oh,
Which is
nice.
so precious.
It is.
I grew up in Aptos, actually, like near Corralitos.
Okay.
So out in those hills out there, lots of acreage, lots of property, space to explore, to roam. Yes, it definitely had an impact. I, from a very, very early age, had a deep, deep connection to nature.
Yeah.
And my parents gave me free rein to just go explore and climb trees and build forts and go find frogs and, whatever
Yeah.
I wanted to do.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
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 I think that's part of, and the ocean,
Yeah.
like
So brilliant.
the ocean, the birds, the trees, they're
Yeah.
my muses.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
For anybody who's not visited Santa Cruz, then you've missed something. You should really put it on a bucket list
That's
because
right.
Santa Cruz County.
Yeah.
that is.
We have the ocean, the forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the people
Yeah.
who are so
Yes.
heart-centered and
Yes.
so community-oriented and
Yes.
progressive thinkers, awakened thinkers.
Oh, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
think that's part of it too. And spiritually oriented too, because we are so connected to the land. And how can you
Yes.
not be connected to your own divinity,
Yes.
Yeah.
in the way that we are connected to nature here?
Yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
observation. I think getting into nature is a way to heal
That's right.
Yeah.
from all of the cell phone nonsense and the social media stuff.
That's right.
And it's all around us.
Yeah.
It's all around.
Yeah.
It's all around us. And
Yeah.
and then a lot of people come to Santa Cruz, just for healing.
Yes.
There's so many healers here. I know you all
Yeah.
know, like
Yes.
acupuncturists, body workers, on
Yeah.
all levels.
Yes.
And I know a lot of my students over the years, they'd be here for a couple of years and, get as many healing sessions as possible and like transform themselves and then move on,
Yeah, go out into the world and do their work.
Yeah.
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 Then they go sing
Yeah.
because then they're ready.
Yeah, because this can be quite a transient community in that way,
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I love it here. this is my home.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
I love it too.
Me
Yeah.
too.
That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah. Everybody loves it.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are we doing on time, Denise?
Oh, we're pretty good.
Well,
So I have another question for you, Heather.
Yeah.
When you're composing, do you have any rituals or environments that help you enter into that creative flow?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, going into nature, most of my songs actually come through when I'm in nature. Yeah, because I go to nature for healing, for answers, for listening.
When you're feeling something.
When I'm feeling
Remember
something.
you were
like,
talking about it.
Yeah.
You also ask.
I ask. So, like, for example, one time I had a terrible mold situation in my house and I needed a place to live temporarily while they remediated. And I couldn't find anything on Craigslist. I was kind of freaking out. And then I was like, you know what? I'm taking myself off Craigslist. This happened twice, mind you. I've written 2 songs about finding housing. But I went to the woods. I was like, I'm just going to take myself to the woods, and I went to the woods. And as soon as I got there, my heart just opened. I was like, oh, the woods.
Oh, yes.
And I started singing, I wonder how easy, I wonder how easy, I wonder how easy this can be. And it just became this mantra. I wonder how easy this can be.
Yeah.
And I got home and my friend Susie had just posted on Craigslist that she had her studio open, which was right down the street from my house.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then another time looking for housing, very similar story. And I wrote a song called Oh, I Trust in the Flow of the Infinite, the Benevolent Universe. us, because we got to get ourselves into a higher vibration
Exactly.
and a place of trust in order to receive.
Yes.
We can't just be like, oh, I can't find anything, and why me, and the whole
The
thing.
lower frequencies that are
lower
afraid,
frequency.
of fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my songs help to bring me out of that space,
It's
and vice
beautiful,
versa, and but so many people have used that song to find housing. I can't tell you how many people have been like, I used your housing song and it helped me find a house. And I'm like, yes, because it lifted, it elevated your vibration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, singing, my Reverend Elisha here at CSL says that singing magnifies our prayers, right? It's like singing is a prayer doubled. It's like
We get into the feeling of it
right.
and the energy.
That's
Put
right.
energy out there. Yeah, that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It fills the entire body, doesn't it?
That's
Really,
right.
singing.
Yeah.
And you send it out.
Yeah.
And it
Send
goes
it out vibrationally.
Yeah,
Your
with-
heart, it's like
Yeah,
exponential.
that makes a lot of sense. I'm going
Yeah.
to start singing things more.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
sing things.
Yeah. You give me some ideas, actually. Maybe,
right.
maybe we can compile something about selling a property as opposed to finding a
Yeah, Susan's trying to sell a property right now.
It's like there's your divine right buyer is out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The perfect match is out there for you.
Right.
That's right.
I'm going
You
to
can write a
sing
song
it.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Let me know if you need help.
Idea.
So what's bringing you the most joy these days?
Oh, well, right now, directing my choir, getting ready for this.
your big
Oh my
performance,
gosh. I
yeah.
had so much fun last night singing with them. We're getting to the point in our session where the women are off book. And so we're really able to start refining the songs, working with blend and intonation and tuning and rhythm and dynamics and embodiment and all the nuances. And as the director, like, this is my sweet spot. Like, yeah. And like I was talking about earlier with the Dharma, this is another one of my Dharma spaces when, the choir, they all know their parts. And I'm like, okay, now that you know your parts, and I'm not like making sure, like, are you singing the right notes over there? Like, we're not there. Like, that's not where we are right now. We're like, they got their parts and I get to tune them up as like one beautiful instrument. And it's just, so glorious.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Ooh, can't
Yeah.
wait to hear it.
Do you want to hear a little clip?
Yes.
Sure.
So last night, we were singing this song by Maura Smiley called Stand in That River.
Oh,
That's lovely. And that's even from an iPhone.
Yes, an
So,
iPhone into a mic.
Yeah, an iPhone into a mic. So in person, you can just
you can
imagine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be so
Absolutely
good.
wonderful.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're almost out of time. What message would you want to leave with anyone listening who's afraid to use their voice, literally or figuratively?
Start connecting to your voice. That's where it begins. And I will often lead my singers to hum, just humming, and feeling the vibration in your body, in your bones, connecting to it. And then maybe sing one word, that's somewhere to start. Yeah. Connect to your voice, build intimacy and connection with your voice.
And yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much. It's just been delightful having you, Heather. Thank you.
Thank you for having me,
Yeah.
Denise and
Thank
Susan.
you for your
Yeah.
laughter and wisdom and
You're
luminous
welcome.
voice.
Thank you. Thanks for your great questions.
Really fun.
Yeah, you are leaving the world a more beautiful place, and that's
Thank you.
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for spending your time with us. Your support means the world. If you loved this episode, please give us a review, share it with your community, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a beat. If you missed any part of the show, don't worry. You can catch every episode anytime, anywhere. We're online across all major platforms. Just search Go Ahead and Tell Me with Santa Cruz Voice. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are here if you want to tell us. And remember, keep singing, keep dreaming, and keep showing up boldly in every role you play.